Welcome, gentlemen. Not all players are on the field, some play with hearts and minds. It's a chilling truth that while most people fear being played in a game, few realize the real danger is being played in life. Here's a staggering fact. Nearly 70% of people in relationships have, at some point, felt manipulated or strung along by someone they trusted. If you think you're immune, think again. The most skilled manipulators don't just use lies. They use charm, emotional manipulation, and just the right amount of mystery to make you question everything. If you're starting to feel like you're being bounced around, with her pulling the strings behind the scenes, you may be in for a rude awakening. Let's dive into the 7 telltale signs she's playing you like a ball. Stay sharp, because these aren't your typical red flags. They're masterful moves designed to keep you hooked while she holds all the control. Number 1. Her emotional outbursts always have perfect timing. When she gets emotional, it feels almost theatrical, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Every time you're ready to have a serious talk, ask her where she's been, or bring up something that's been bothering you, suddenly there's a meltdown. She's either in tears or her temper flares up out of nowhere. It's always when things start getting too real, too close for comfort. And here's the strange part. Her emotional outbursts seem so perfectly timed, almost like clockwork, as if she's using them to throw you off the scent. You start thinking you're the bad guy for even bringing it up in the first place. She plays the victim so convincingly that before you know it, you're comforting her, apologizing, and sweeping whatever you wanted to talk about under the rug. Every argument, every tough conversation gets hijacked by her overwhelming emotions, leaving you feeling guilty for things that never even got discussed. The game she's playing is subtle, but effective. By turning every serious moment into a crisis, she keeps you in check, and you never get to see what's really going on behind the drama. Number 2, she compliments you just enough to keep you hooked. She's mastered the art of keeping you on the hook with just enough compliments to keep you around, but never enough to let you feel completely secure. It's not the constant praise or the over-the-top affection you might expect. It's subtle, almost like breadcrumbs. One day, she'll tell you how amazing you are, how no one understands her like you do, and it feels like she's finally letting her guard down. But before you can fully settle into that feeling, she pulls back. She becomes distant, vague, and you're left wondering if you did something wrong. It's confusing, and that's the whole point. She dangles just enough validation in front of you to keep you chasing, but not so much that you feel stable. The unpredictability is intoxicating. One minute you're on top of the world, and the next, you're questioning everything. It's a cycle designed to keep you seeking her approval. You find yourself constantly trying to win back that moment when she made you feel special, but it never quite lasts. She's playing the long game, keeping you in a state of emotional limbo, always coming back for more while she stays comfortably in control, knowing exactly how to pull you back whenever you start slipping away. Number 3, her mysterious plans always leave you guessing. She's always got plans, but they're never fully clear. One moment she's busy, the next she's off somewhere, but when you ask for details, the answers are slippery. It's always something vague, meeting a friend, handling stuff, or running errands, but there's no substance behind it. The more you ask, the foggier it gets. And that's no accident. She's creating an air of mystery, always just out of reach, leaving you guessing what's really going on. It's not that she's lying outright, but she's never giving you enough to feel secure. You're left filling in the gaps, wondering who she's really with, what she's really doing, and why she can't just tell you straight. The vagueness keeps you off balance, constantly trying to piece together her story while she stays in control, watching you chase after the answers. It's like she's playing a game where she holds all the cards and you're always one step behind, trying to catch up. The more you question, the more elusive she becomes, and you end up chasing shadows, trying to grasp at something solid that's never really there. Number 4. She makes you feel like you're always the problem. No matter what goes wrong, somehow it always ends up being your fault. It's almost impressive how she can twist the situation to make you feel guilty, even when you know deep down it wasn't on you. She has a way of flipping the script so smoothly that you don't even notice it happening. You bring up something that bothered you, and within minutes, the conversation has turned into how you overreact, how you're too sensitive, or how you're making something out of nothing. Suddenly, you're the one apologizing, even though you were the one who was upset. It's a pattern. Every argument, every misunderstanding, it all circles back to you being the problem. And the more you fall for it, the more you start doubting yourself. Maybe you are overthinking, maybe you are the one causing all the tension. But that's the trap. She's playing on your self-doubt, using it as a way to dodge accountability. While you're busy second-guessing your own feelings, she's already moved on, avoiding any real confrontation. She keeps you in a constant state of self-blame, making sure you never question her actions because you're too busy questioning yourself. And that's exactly how she keeps control, by making you feel like you're always the one who needs to fix things. Number 5. Her sudden acts of affection are more calculated than romantic. Out of nowhere, she'll flood you with affection, sweet words, unexpected gifts, or maybe a surprise date that makes you feel like everything is perfect. It's the kind of attention that pulls you back in and makes you forget all the doubts and frustrations you had. But here's the catch. It never happens randomly. Look closely, and you'll see a pattern. Every time you start pulling away, getting suspicious, or distancing yourself because something doesn't feel right, she knows. And that's when she switches it on, overwhelming you with just enough love to reel you back in. These moments of affection are strategic. It's not about romance, it's about control. She gives you these highs at exactly the moment when she feels you slipping, so you'll stay hooked. It's like a reset button, erasing all the red flags you were starting to notice. You're left thinking, maybe I was wrong, maybe things are fine after all. But once she's sure you're back on the line, that warmth fades just as quickly as it came. The affection wasn't real. It was just a tactic to keep you from seeing the game she's really playing. While you're focused on that fleeting moment of sweetness, she's already planning the next move to keep you guessing and unsure. Number 6. She's always mysteriously unreachable when you need her most. Whenever you really need her, she's nowhere to be found. When you're going through something tough or just need someone to lean on, she's suddenly too busy or her phone conveniently dies. Yet, when she needs something from you, she's always present, calling, texting, and making sure you're available. It's not a coincidence. This isn't just poor timing or bad luck, it's part of her game. She's made sure that she's always just out of reach when you need her the most, creating a gap that leaves you feeling alone, while also keeping her in control of when and how she engages with you. The inconsistency is maddening. You start to notice how quickly she pulls away the moment you show vulnerability or ask for support. It makes you feel like you're being too demanding, like you're expecting too much. But when she needs something, your time, your energy, your attention, she's fully engaged, ensuring you're there to meet her needs. It's a calculated move to keep the relationship entirely on her terms. You end up bending over backward to keep the connection alive, while she stays conveniently detached, ready to jump in and out whenever it suits her. She's keeping you chasing after her, never quite catching up, and always left wondering why she's never there when it really counts. Number 7. You're constantly trying to read between the lines. She knows exactly how to keep you in the dark about her real feelings. Whenever you try to talk about where things stand between you two, or ask about her emotions, she becomes a master of deflection. She'll dodge the question, crack a joke, or turn the conversation back on you, making you feel like you're pushing too hard. It's all smoke and mirrors. The more you try to get a clear answer, the more she plays the mystery card, keeping things vague and open-ended. You're left guessing, analyzing every word and every look, trying to figure out what's really going on inside her head. The truth is, she doesn't want you to know. She's keeping her true emotions locked up for a reason, so she can keep you on edge, never sure if you're in or out, close or distant. It's a clever way of holding all the power in the relationship. By never giving you a straight answer, she ensures that you stay hooked, always trying to solve the puzzle she's created. And while you're busy chasing clarity, she's keeping herself emotionally untouchable, free to move however she pleases while you're left tangled up in confusion. It's a game of control. And as long as she keeps you guessing, she's always one step ahead. As we wrap up, remember that recognizing these signs is the first step toward empowering yourself in your relationships. You deserve clarity, respect, and genuine connection, not to feel like a pawn in someone else's game. Trust your instincts, and don't let anyone keep you guessing about your worth. If you found this video insightful and want to dive deeper into understanding relationships and emotional dynamics, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay empowered and keep looking out for yourself. If you found this video enlightening and want to keep unlocking the secrets of healthy relationships, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, join our community for more powerful insights, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Your journey to emotional clarity starts here. Until next time, gentlemen, stay soulfully synergized.